Well, I tell you what, this is absolutely incredible. There's two adult manatees sitting right over there, and there's actually a little baby over here to the side. I think I'm gonna go pay him a visit. The two adults are just eating, so I don't want to disturb them too much. But the baby, he might want to play, so that's gonna be pretty cool.
It's early morning, and the sun is just now rising here in Crystal River, Florida. This area is known worldwide for its crystal clear springs, and every winter, the springs get some very special visitors. Manatees. I'm here to get up close with some West Indian manatees. It's something I've been wanting to experience for years. And check this out, our first manatees of the trip right off the dock.
Well guys, these are the first manatees we're getting to see on the trip. There's about 4 of them right here. I only see the 2 young ones right now. Have a look at that. Oh, here's the adult. Here's the adult right here. And this really isn't the hot spot for them. This isn't right by the spring. But 4 of them came right up to the dock. It's incredible. There's a young one right here. They're all eating right now. Oh, look, this one's coming up right now. Look how huge they are. It's incredible. Look at that. That thing is massive. The adult down here has a lot of scars on its back, and that's from boat motors. When boats are going through here, sometimes they accidentally hit manatees. And you'll see the baby's back doesn't have any kind of scarring on it whatsoever. Look at that. Look at that little cutie. Man, even the babies are massive. They mostly graze all day, and not a danger to people whatsoever. Completely relaxed. And hopefully later today I'll be able to get in the water with them.
Before we head out to swim with the manatees, I wanted to check out Three Sisters Springs. This is where a majority of the manatees in this area congregate this time of year, and it's where most people can come and get a good look at them. And I can see why they call this place Crystal River. The water is absolutely gorgeous. The spring pumps out thousands of gallons of spring water every single day straight out of the ground, so the water is clear and warm, just like the manatees like it.
Well guys, have a look at this behind me. We're at Three Sister Springs right now. And before we get in the water with manatees later today, I did want to come and check this out. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous spring. And what's really crazy, this was actually going to be turned into a spring bottled watering plant in the 1960s. And that all fell out, and now it's one of the best manatee preserves you can come to see manatees, basically. And it's really well managed. They've got all the different limestone around it. The manatees can come in here to sleep without anybody disturbing them. If you have a look back there, there's a bunch of people snorkeling, and you can come here and see the manatees. Anyone can do it, and we're about to go and see them all. There's about 100 of them stacked down there, which is really incredible, so we're going to go take a look at that. Man, I tell you what, this is gorgeous. There's a lot of people here, of course. It's a little bit of a tourist area, but it's really great for the manatees. Anybody can come see them here at this little area. And look at the water behind me. I'm not sure if you can see that through the trees, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's incredible.
Now we're getting to see the area where they like to rest in. There's a few dozen manatees all packed together in this small space, and the area is blocked off so nobody can swim up and disturb them while they rest. On cold winter days, they can get over 100 manatees huddled up in this small area. Manatees spend most of their days eating, and then the rest of their time sleeping in warmer waters. If they don't find warmer water to rest in, they can have serious problems with hypothermia, especially the younger ones. The manatees in this area are considered to be one of 3 different subspecies of West Indian Manatee. These ones here are specifically Florida manatees. In the 1970s, there were believed to only be a few hundred manatees left in the wild. However, over the course of almost 5 decades of serious conservation work, there is now believed to be over 6,000 West Indian manatees in the wild. That's why areas like this are so important. It's believed that over 1,000 manatees live in this Florida county alone. That's 1/6 the entire population of manatees in one small area, thanks to the very special environment being protected for them. Now that I've gotten to see the manatees at Three Sister Springs, I think it's finally time that I get in the water with some manatees.
Now guys, before this video continues any further, I just want to let you know, I got these at the gift store. I thought they were really cute, little manatees. I got me a big one, but we're going to do a little giveaway with these 2 manatees. I'm going to have a first and a second place. First one gets this little medium-sized one, and second gets the small one. And all you got to do to enter is leave a like on this video, comment, share this video with somebody and follow me on Instagram. The link there is going to be in the description, and it's going to be picked at random, so if you want me to send you one of these, then just do all those little things. So like this video, comment on this video, share it with somebody, and follow me on Instagram, and you got a chance for me to send you one of these guys. So yeah, really hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Here's some baby manatees.
We're heading out by boat to find the best area possible with clear water and manatees that will want to hang out for a bit. The entire lake is pretty much one big manatee playground, and the seagrass here is actually something that's planted specially for the manatees to eat. The manatees are pretty messy eaters, and the grass can regrow even after they pull it up completely. Crystal River has a pretty abundant amount of life that can be found in this area. It's very important that we stay aware of not just the manatees in this area, but all the other animals while we're here. This lake is brackish water, which is a mix of salt and fresh water, so you'll normally see a good mix of some of the tougher salt and freshwater fish that can handle the water salinity. Even dolphins and occasionally sharks will get into areas like this. The closer we get to the springs, the clearer and clearer the water gets, and that's exactly what we're looking for. And here we go, our first manatee right off the boat. Man, that's incredible. Looks like they're heading towards the springs. And this one's got a calf with her. Man, I gotta tell you, this is just incredible. I can't wait to get in the water with some.
Alright, well, I'm ready for death. Woohoo! That is cold!
Probably not the best idea to go in the water without a wetsuit. The manatees may think this is warm, but to me, this is freezing. The first set of manatees swam off pretty quick. Obviously, they don't want to stick around, and that's fine. We want to find a group of manatees that doesn't mind us being there, and maybe will even want to play with us. And here we go, my first time in the water with a manatee. Check out how big this thing is. They normally grow to be over 1,000 pounds, but in this area, some are said to be close to 2,000 pounds. We've got 2 adult manatees just sitting here minding their own business, grazing at the moment. And that's fine. As long as I'm not disturbing them and they don't mind me being here, I'm keen to just swim around them.
Well, I tell you what, this is absolutely incredible. There's 2 adult manatees sitting right over there, and there's actually a little baby over here to the side. I think I'm gonna go pay him a visit. The 2 adults are just eating, so I don't want to disturb them too much. But the baby, he might want to play, so that's gonna be pretty cool.
And this right here is what I've been wanting to see. This is a young calf, probably around or just under a year old. The babies are super playful, and will oftentimes come right up to people wanting to play. This one's just swimming all around me, turning and just enjoying himself while his mother's over there eating. Like other mammals, the baby's diet mostly consists of their mother's milk, but they start grazing just a few weeks after being born. They muddy up the water real quick while they're eating. Another name for the manatee is the sea cow, and really that's what they are. Huge, gentle animals that spend most of their time grazing. Most of the time the manatees are pretty laid back, and seem very slow and lazy, but they're built to move pretty quickly underwater. Their tails work like one giant propeller, so if they don't like something in the area, they can get out pretty quickly. Manatees have practically no natural predators besides humans. However, other natural killers of manatees are cold temperatures and the red tide. The red tide is an algae bloom that produces chemicals that are toxic to most sea life and humans. And worst of all, it thrives in warm waters. Luckily, these springs are a safe distance from where the red tide normally occurs. Manatees are fully aquatic mammals that never come out of the water. They're built for the water. With smooth skin and that giant tail, they can move really fast when they want to, even if they don't look like it. They've got 4 claws on their front flippers that are used for grabbing food, and they can even hold onto a person if they really like them. Most of the manatees in this area are very used to people at this point, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Since nobody is feeding them, and manatees tend to be pretty docile, there's no ill effects from their encounters underwater with people. The ones that enjoy the attention come straight up to swimmers, and the ones that don't just quietly swim away. Now, one thing you'll notice about the baby is that it doesn't have a bunch of algae or barnacles growing on its back, and that's because it hasn't had the time to have all that happen yet, and it actually has very little scarring on its back too. And that's a really good thing. We don't want these little guys getting hit by boats, especially at this age, because that could be really rough for them. This is absolutely incredible. This is why caring for these animals and their habitat is so important. They're gentle, beautiful animals that we gotta bring back. They were hunted to the brink of extinction and were completely devastated for decades, and now they're making a slow recovery. And to fully bring them back is gonna be tough, but it's worth it. This has been an incredible experience and one that I'll never forget. I'm so glad I get the privilege to share how incredible these animals are with others.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. My goodness, that little baby let us get really close to him, and he was super cute. Man, I tell you what, this has been an incredible day, and this is one of the very few places that you can actually go and do this here in Crystal River. So this has been a really incredible experience, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Whew, that's some cold water. Look at this graffiti! That's beautiful! He's glorious!